Well, welcome back, guys. On this video, we're talking about what we're expecting on your favorite series. So, this is August Teasers. Well, guys, in case you have not subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't yet as we jump straight into the video of today.
First 2025 Ira taunts Deepa about Arjun while she looks after Suraj. Urmi plans to stay with Ira in Suraj's room to monitor her actions. Ajay suddenly gets sick due to anxiety from Ira's presence at Suraj's place and requests Deepa to stay away from Suraj for her well-being. August 2nd, 2020. 5. Suraj's family is surprised by the sudden arrival of Ira's brother Arnob. Out of suspicion, Probir Deepa and Anurager interrogate him to learn about his motives. Deepa trails Ira to uncover her real intentions concerning Suraj, and Ajay discovers the newspaper advertisement for Suraj and Ira's wedding anniversary. August 3, 2025. Lavanya questions Deepa when she asks Ira to take Suraj's responsibility. Suraj recalls an accident while playing with Shona and Rupa. Deepa plans to observe Ira's actions to understand her intentions, and she learns about Ira's motive for searching a mysterious pen drive. August 4, 2025. Ira insists that she requires the pen drive to protect Suraj, and she seeks to demonstrate her innocence by revealing Arnob's files. Ira pretends to be fatally ill to secure her stay at Suraj's house, and Lavanya leaves a note for Deepa requesting her to take over the family's responsibilities. August 5, 2025. Suraj gets a glimpse of his past by watching the skit presented by Shona and Rupa. Ira is concerned after witnessing Suraj's recovery. Ira pretends to be unconscious while Suraj attempts to recollect his memories, and Polak cares for Ira as a gesture of sympathy towards her. August 6, 2025. Polak and Anurager ask Ira to dress up as Deepa to get close to Suraj. Deepa defies everyone and refuses to let anybody approach Suraj until he recovers. Dr. Sonyal teams up with Deepa to discover Ira's true identity, and he assigns Ira the responsibility of curing Suraj as a part of his plan. August 7, 2025. Ira discovers Deepa's plot as she overhears her conversation with Suraj. Lavanya arrives and ruins Ira's plan by forbidding Suraj from living with her. Lavanya urges Deepa to gather strong evidence to validate Ira's crime, and Arnob provides drugs to Ira which will prevent Suraj from regaining his memory. August 8, 2020. 5. Arnob warns Lavanya and Deepa of taking legal action for violating Ira's rights. Ira seizes an opportunity to make Arnob stay at the Sengupta house. The school principal faces problems due to Suraj's presence in the classroom, and Deepa decides to arrange classes with Suraj to help regain his memories. August 9, 2025. Victor rescues Suraj by destroying the medicine swapped by Ira. Ira reminds Suraj of the pen drive which triggers his past trauma. The authorities arrest Lavanya and Probir after Arnob files a complaint, and Arnob offers to drop the charges if Deepa leaves Suraj. August 10, 2025. Deepa accepts Arnob's condition to end her relationship with Suraj, and she devises a plan to safeguard Suraj from Ira's intentions. Ira gets worried when Dr. Sonyal proposes to examine Suraj, and Budia opens up to Deepa about Ira and Suraj's thirst relationship. August 11, 2025. Dear Sonyal prevents Ira from interfering with Suraj's treatment. He assists Deepa in sneaking into the Sengupta house disguised as a nurse to protect Suraj. Deepa gets emotional as Shona and Rupa recognize her despite being disguised, and she collects the sample of the medicine that Ira recommends for Suraj. August 12, 2025. Ira shares her doubts with Arnob about Deepa's disguise, and she is stunned when the medicines show no impact on Suraj. Deepa manipulates Ira and Arnob by disguising herself and teams up with them. Ira plans with Arnob to take Suraj to Monopo for the pen drive. August 13, 2025. Arnob tracks down Deepa to validate her identity as Rajeshri. Ira feels suspicious as Rupa and Shona ask her to attend their parent-teacher meeting. Ira and Arnob equip Deepa with a gadget to monitor her activities, and Deepa worries about going to Shona and Rupa's school unnoticed. August 14, 2025. Victor volunteers to use the tracking device to help Deepa attend the parent-teacher meeting. Arnob abducts Shona and Rupa. After locating Shona and Rupa, Deepa risks her life to rescue them, and Ira and Arnob succeed in taking Suraj into their custody. August 15, 2025. Suraj attempts to reach Shona and Rupa after escaping from Ira and Arnob. Deepa discovers Kumar's involvement in child trafficking. Suraj's past trauma gets triggered by Kumar as he points a gun at him, and Ira and Arnob try to find Suraj. August 16, 2025. The police officer informs Deepa that Suraj is bound for Monopole. Suraj implores Ira not to cause any harm to Deepa, Shona and Rupa. Ira and Arnob catch Deepa in disguise, who comes to save Suraj, and Arnob shoots Ira while trying to save Suraj. August 17, 2025. Suraj starts recognizing his family again after recovering from his injuries. Ira gives her statement and assures her to cooperate with the police. Deepa is startled when Suraj fails to recognize her, and Lavanya seeks Dr. Sonyal's help as Suraj struggles to recall his memory. August 18, 2025. Suraj wants guidance from Dr. Sonyal on his medical studies. At Mishka's funeral, Deepa is shocked to see Tishka, who resembles the former. Lavanya and Deepa interrogate the police about Tishka's real identity, and Dr. Sonyal informs Lavanya that Suraj imagines Mishka's presence in his life. August 19, 2025. Deepa decides to become a doctor. As the family members encourage her, Suraj punishes Joy for reading a magazine during study hours. Lavanya advises Deepa to concentrate on her studies, and Deepa reminisces about Suraj's proposal after encountering him at college. August 20, 2025. Suraj prevents Deepa from leaving the exam room as he thinks she will be unable to write anything. Rupa and Shona decide to visit Suraj from a distance. August 21, 2025. Deepa vows to bring Suraj back when Shona and Rupa get upset over his memory loss. Suraj confronts Deepa while checking their academic result. Deepa suspects Ira's motive in applying for a position at the same college, and she rejoices as her name appears on the admission list. August 22, 2025. Suraj argues with Ritwik over his claim to be the medical topper. Ira advises conducting an exam between Suraj and Ritwik to choose the topper. Deepa refrains Suraj from taking academic help from Ira, and she teaches Ritwik a lesson for intentionally picking a fight with Suraj. August 23, 2025. Suraj defeats Ritwik in the quiz competition as he presses the buzzer before him. Lavanya decides to keep Shona and Rupa in her house. Deepa stands up for Suraj when Ritwik attempts to belittle him, and Lavanya informs Deepa that her grandmother's health is deteriorating. August 24, 2025. Deepa grows anxious after learning about Suraj's meeting with Shona and Rupa. Suraj cares for Shona and Rupa by preparing them a meal. Lavanya expresses her guilt as she recounts her past misbehavior with Deepa, and Deepa plans to sneak into the house disguised as a maid. August 25, 2025. Saptashi is shocked to discover Deepa residing at Suraj's house. Suraj becomes curious after Pratik introduces Veer as an adopted child. Deepa sings a lullaby when Suraj pays a late-night visit to the children, and Suraj grows suspicious and queries Uttam's long hair, who is Omi in disguise. August 26, 2025. The professor refuses to let Deepa enter the class as he suspends her for leaving the class. Later, Victor arrives disguised as the new chef. Suraj grows suspicious when Shona and Rupa address Deepa as their mother, and meanwhile Lavanya urges Deepa to conquer her fear of dead bodies for the sake of her studies. August 27, 2025. Deepa avoids Saptashi when he attempts to impress her with roses. Later, Saptashi discovers Deepa's relationship with Suraj through the neighbor. Ratna, and Lalit pretending to be Deepa's landlords intentionally banish her from their house, and later Suraj brings Deepa home to show his support. August 28, 2025, Suraj's family pretends to welcome Deepa when he brings her home. Later Suraj turns to Shona as she accidentally gets a burn on her hand. Suraj speaks for Deepa when the professor forbids her to attend the medical class, and later Saptashi interrogates Deepa about her marriage. August 29, 2025, Deepa and Suraj receive praise for rescuing a patient in the hospital. Later Suraj daydreams about romantic moments with Deepa. Suraj attempts to express his feelings about Deepa at the college prom night, and later Ira drugs Suraj to get intimate with him. August 30, 2025, Lavanya angrily confronts Ira when she attempts to incite Suraj against Deepa. Later Suraj becomes enraged after learning about his past with Deepa. Deepa gets emotional as Lavanya takes care of her during her studies, and later she strikes Ritwik for misbehaving with her. August 31, 2025, Ritwik apologizes to Deepa for his mistakes. Later Mishka disguises herself as Tishka and approaches Lavanya and Deepa, claiming legal custody of Veer. Deepa tries to validate Tishka's identity as she doubts her intention to adopt Veer, and meanwhile Ira deceitfully makes Suraj sign.
Anyways, guys, so these are the teasers. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching up to this point, and I'll see you all next time in another video soon. But for now, bye guys.